Hello guys, this is Nick from NLB Solutions, and today I'm going to show you a quick video of how you can create a virtual machine on your Windows Nano server. In this video we are going to check how we can connect locally to our Nano server. Please note that this is the Nano server that I've previously installed and it's currently part of the Windows Server 2016 technical preview. On this Nano server, within my last video, I've added the Hyper-V role. So this time I'm going to use this Hyper-V role to create a virtual machine within the server and then power on the virtual machine. So in order for me to do this, I won't be able to do it locally on the Nano server. I will need to connect with PowerShell using enable PowerShell session. After we are connected to our Nano server, I'm going to create a new virtual machine. I have Windows XP VHD that I've pre-installed and copied over to my Nano server. So I'm going to use that VHD with my new virtual machine, and I'm going to power that on to see if that would work properly, if the consistency, if the operating system will behave normally. After that we are going to see the virtual machine configuration settings and all the things that I've specified within my new VM. And right at the end I'm going to create a new virtual machine with a new VHD so that you can see what exactly is the process, so you can create your own virtual machine using your Nano server without the need of pre-installing Windows XP like me. So let's start with the demonstration. So if you remember from my last video, I showed you how to install Windows Nano server. Now I have that up and running in front of me and I'm going to log into it. So again, still we cannot do anything from here except from checking some network settings and network configurations that we did previously. In this case we need to again connect with PowerShell and try to configure the virtual machine on the Hyper-V NanoServer, and after that power on that virtual machine. So let me just open an administrator PowerShell. Okay, and now I'm going to connect to my Nano server. Last time I showed you how you can connect using enter PowerShell session. So this time I'm going to do this much faster. First I need to set the item. Okay. I need to add the IP address of the Nano server to the trusted host site, so we can connect with remotely with a PowerShell. I'm going to accept, and after that I can enter the PowerShell session with the Nano server. For computer name I'm going to specify the IP address. For credentials I'm going to specify the local administrator account. Okay, I'm going to write the password for the Nano server. Okay, let's try again. Okay, now I'm connected to the Nano server. We can verify that by host name. Okay, so what I did here is, instead of just creating a blank virtual machine on the Nano server, what I did is I went ahead and on my Windows 10 machine, Hyper-V, I've created a new virtual machine and installed Windows XP operating system on that machine. After that I've copied over the Windows XP VHD file to the Nano server. So now if I check the NanoServer, I can see that I have 5 gigabytes Windows XP VHD, which I'm going to use as VHD for my new virtual machine on my NanoServer. So let's create the virtual machine. Instead of creating a new VHD, I'm going to use the command to create a new virtual machine with existing VHD. So the command is new VM, the name of the VM, Windows name, and then WinXP. It's going to be the name. I'm going to put that in brackets. Okay, WinXP. Then memory. That is the memory that it is going to be used by the virtual machine. I'm going to specify 512 megabytes. And then the generation of the virtual machine, I'm going to specify 1. And instead of, as I said, using a new VHD command, I'm going to use VHD path. So I'm going to specify the path where the VHD is. It's Windows VHD. Okay. I'm not going to, well, I can add a bootable device, boot device, for example, legacy network adapter, because as you know, Windows XP requires legacy network adapter because it's an older version of the operating system. So after that, I'm going to specify the path where I want the machine to be stored. So I'm going to specify a path, WinVM, okay, within that folder, and press enter. Okay, so it executed my command successfully, and it created a WinXP machine for me that is currently in off state. If you use the command get VM, it will show how many virtual machines do you have on your server. At the moment I only have one, which is the XP machine that I've just created. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start the VM. Okay, I've executed the command, and now when I use get VM once again, I can see that my Windows XP machine is currently running, and the CPU usage is at 99%, and the assigned memory is 512 megabytes. You can see the uptime. The operating system is showing that it's operating normally. But just to verify all the settings for the machine, I'm going to get some additional information from it. So get VM name WinXP, and I want to format that as list and press enter. Okay. Here you have more information about your virtual machine that is currently running on the host. So I can see where exactly, what is the VM name, where exactly is the checkpoint file location, the snapshot of the virtual machine. I can see where the configuration files are at the moment, the smart paging file, which is like a page file for the virtual machine. I can see that we have the uptime here and the operational status, which is okay. At the moment everything is operating normally, so yep, I have successfully created a virtual machine within Windows 2016 NanoServer. And yep, there it is, the legacy network adapter that I've added, and the host name, the host server for this virtual machine is NanoServer. So yep, let's see if the virtual machine is still working. Yep, it is. I can see that the CPU is at 9% at the moment, so it most probably already loaded the operating system. So if I want to stop the virtual machine, I'm going to use the command stop VM. Yeah, I need to specify the name of the virtual machine that I want to stop, and it's going to warn me that there are no integration services currently installed on the machine, and that it's not going to be able to gracefully shut it down. But in this case, as this is a test environment, I'm going to agree to this. And yeah, if I get VM again, I can see that Windows XP machine is currently off. After I'm done with creating the virtual machine with an existing VHD file, I'm going to show you how you can create a new virtual machine that uses a new VHD disk, so you can try this at home. So let's use the command new VM once again, and this time we are going to specify the memory. Again, I'm going to use 512 megabytes, and generation 1 machine, new VHD path will specify the path of my new VHD that I want to create. So I'm going to specify the path C VHD, and then we need to specify the new VHD size in bytes. So I'm going to specify that to be 2 gigabytes just for testing purposes, and I'm going to add another bootable device, which in this case is going to be a CD, for example, and I need to specify again the path of the where the virtual machine is going to be stored. So I'm going to use the path C, and then virtual machine new. Okay, and what I need to specify as well is the name of the virtual machine that I want to create, which is going to be called new virtual machine. Let's press enter. Okay, I've missed the .vhd here. Let's create new vm.vhdx and press enter once again. Okay, so it did create my new virtual machine with my new virtual machine VHDX. So let's get virtual machines, and now we have two virtual machines. One is the new VM, one is the old one, the Windows XP. So let me start the new VM. Okay, I've started that. Let's see. Yep, it's going to load now. Again, I can show you the configuration settings of the new virtual machine that I've just created with a brand new VHD. New VM. Okay, here are the details for the virtual machine. Again, you can see where exactly it is storing all the configuration files, all the needed files for the virtual machine to work normally. Where exactly is the VHD disk that we've created, the brand new VHD. From here you can use an ISO to attach to the virtual machine, and from there install an operating system. You will have to create an unattended XML file with the answers. So for example, when you want to install Windows 7 operating system, the system will be able to find all the needed answers to fully configure that virtual machine, so it can be up and running by the end of the installation. So again, I'm going to stop the virtual machine now. It's going to say that again there are no integration services, but I agree to that, and we'll see that the two virtual machines are currently off. So this wraps up my video. I hope that you'll be able to configure a virtual machine at your home lab and see what is the functionality of the new Nano server. So thank you very much for viewing, and see you soon.